Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel Get Sharp, where I sharpen your knives. My name's Corey, and today we are going to put a secondary edge on my secondary bevel on my Leatherman here. In my last video, the multi-tool that shaped the nation, we put a 16-degree edge as recommended by the factory, or that's what Leatherman puts on their primary blades out of the box. I want to put something a little steeper on there and make this thing just a little bit sharper. So we got a beautiful looking 16-degree edge on there now, but in a moment we're going to increase this up to 18. Let me show you what we've got before we get started. Alright, so you got to take a closer look. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing I need to do, double check that I'm set, that my support bar is at the right height using the edge finder tool. Actually, what is the name of this thing? Knife angle setter. I've already preset the length here. Just gonna pop down and take a look, and slightly underneath where I want to be. I like to give this thing a little jiggle because there we go. That's 18 degrees. Lock down our support bar. And about an hour ago we were filming the present for my father-in-law. So our stone is actually, our SG250 has a super high grit on it right now. I put a lot of steel on it, and yeah, so we're going to use that to establish our secondary bevel. What I like about this knife is that it's got a super small blade, so it's quick work. And just like that, we've got a good bevel. I didn't get much on the heel though. That's all she took. And just like that, we've got a secondary bevel. Here, let's take a look. Alright, I've got no clue if you could see that on camera. Not until I go to editing. But we're all set. We've established the secondary bevel. Now it's time to hone it. We're going to hone it with the Tormek SJ250. This is a Japanese whetstone. And while that's soaking, I'll tell you a little bit about this stone. It's a lot softer than the coarser SG250. So it's going to allow us to refine the edge without taking as much steel off of it. It's a lot slower of a process, but boy does it work well. You can see my my stone's covered in black. That's from the last piece of steel I took to it. We can take that off though. I actually have a special Japanese eraser for rubbing that off. So let's go ahead and do that. And this allows me to rub the steel that built up on the wheel without taking any of my without sanding any of the stone away. Feels a lot like an eraser. And if you're here to see me get cut, I don't think today's the day. I'm feeling pretty sharp. I haven't dropped anything, nor have I been cut yet. The Japanese stone's a little bit different of a diameter than the SG250, the coarse stone. So I'm gonna have to reset the angle. Let's go ahead and do that now. Loosen up the support bar. And yeah, we drop down a little bit. I moved the bar up about half a millimeter, and we're in business. We're now at 28 degrees. All right. Well, it's time to hone the edge of one of my favorite knives, favorite tools ever, the Leatherman Wave. Beautiful. I can already see the near finish on the secondary bevel. Well, when you do a good job on the primary bevel and then on the secondary with your coarse stone, it doesn't take much to hone the edge. Absolutely stunning. What's more fun than a razor sharp knife? You're hearing that from a guy who's sharpening a knife on a Friday night. I'm gonna do one more pass on this side. Let's go ahead and finish this off on the stropping block. Alright, let's see if she's sharp. Or if she cuts. I love sharp knives. Well, that's what I call sharp. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. If you'd like an edge on your blade as sharp as this one, find me at www.getsharpusa.com. Thanks again for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.